Welcome back to Derek's Fighting and Finance. I hope everyone is having a great week. I wanted to talk about penny stocks today. So there's been a lot of chatter about penny stocks. Throughout my 20 years in business, people have always asked me about penny stocks because, the tremendous potential upside within penny stocks. But there's also some tremendous downside. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit. So first, let's talk about what a penny stock really is. How is a penny stock created? What's the formation of it? What's the actual intended purpose? So a penny stock is nothing more than a very small company that needs to raise money. There are two ways that you can raise money. The first is debt. So it's similar to a loan, a bond, right? So you say, hey, I need $100,000. I'm willing to pay 5%. To whomever, in interest per year. And after X amount of time, I'll give you your money back, your $100,000 back. That's one way. The other way is to float stock. So you say at 5 cents a share and you're going to put out 10 million shares, for example. That is a pretty easy way to raise, $500,000. So a penny stock is created as nothing more as an instrument to raise capital, and what the intended purpose of that capital is to expand the business. So that's why they're raising this money, and that's why they're going to market. Now, there's a few things to know about penny stocks. The first thing is it's the most crooked market in existence. There's more slimy and sleazy stuff going on in the penny stock market than anywhere else. Everybody I know that starts off investing finds some penny stock guru guy who tells them about 1,000,000% return, and that sort of thing. So that is absolutely nothing new. Those of you that saw Wolf of Wall Street, you saw one of the more sophisticated pump and dump schemes that exist. And pump and dump schemes are almost always with penny stocks because it's very easy to do and it's cheap. So let's talk about how pump and dump schemes were done in the 90s. That way, some of you that own penny stocks and you go, wow, I bought it at 3 pennies and now it went to 20 cents and then it tanked and now it's worthless and I can't sell it. Let's explain what really happened to you. And for those of you that are dealing in some sub-penny market and you think that you know something about that company that everyone else doesn't know, I have bad news. Everyone knows. So let's talk about how a pump and dump scheme works. So you got this stock, let's just say it's trading at 5% or 5 cents. Me and two of my buddies, we say, hey, let's buy this thing up. We take our time. We're buying 100 shares and 300 shares and 1,000 shares and 10,000 shares, so on and so forth. Me and my 3 buddies, we build up our position, right? Well, we made sure that the price of the stock didn't really move. Maybe it went to 7 cents or 6 cents. But remember something, at 5 cents, 7 cents, that's almost a 50% increase in price. So, let's say it goes to 6 cents. What we did do back then is we would hire cold calling companies, or we would hire cold callers ourselves. And that would be more sophisticated. You just get a bunch of guys on the phone talking about that stock, pitching it to other investors, getting them to buy it. You pump that price up, it gets to 15 cents. Me and my friends, we go out there and we sell all of our shares and we move on to the next company. We keep the phones moving for a little bit. Maybe we keep the phones moving for a couple weeks. What happens is people quit buying the stock tanks, and everybody except for me and my 3 buddies, and maybe a few guys that got lucky in selling it, have made money, right? So that's a pump and dump. What the traditional way in the 90s. What's going on now are these Facebook rooms, Facebook chat rooms. I'm sure there's TikTok and Reels and Vimeo and every other way to do this. And what they're doing is they're telling people that we're not giving you advice on how to trade, and we're not, we're just showing you what we do. And, we've made 1,000,000%, but we're not telling you to buy when we tell you to buy. And what's really going on there is real simple. It's the same thing as the calling. Me and a few of my buddies that have following on social media, we go in, we buy a position, we load up on it, then we hit the market and we say, hey, we're buying it here. Maybe we do buy 1,000 shares in front of you, but we already own 100,000 shares. So as all of you jump in and start buying it, that stock gets pushed up. We offload ours. We stop talking about the stock. It dries up and it falls. Now, why and how can this trend work? Wouldn't everybody just figure it out? Well, first of all, most people that are in the business, they know this. They don't go near penny stocks for one reason. Any penny stock being talked about was purchased by somebody is trying to be propped up. Someone is trying to pick up this company. Somebody wants to lift the price of this thing, right? And I can show that to you, 100 different times. So that's why you have to be leery of penny stocks. It's not that it wasn't created with a good reason. It's not that it doesn't exist in the market for a good reason, but it's manipulated, and it's easily manipulated at that. So I just want to throw that out there about penny stocks to everyone. There's no reason to be trading them unless you own some small biotech company or tech company or whatever, and you decide to go straight to market and to raise capital. Unless that's you, then you don't know anything that the rest of us don't know. You don't really have any opinion on a penny stock, and odds are you will lose all your money. That is what happens in the penny stock world. So I want everyone to know this outright. I'm never going to discuss penny stocks. I have no interest in them. This is for people that want to be long-term investors or traders the right way. I wanted to address that penny stock conversation because it's come up quite a bit with the recent GameStop stuff that happened. The Kodak was another one. Those are, again, easy stocks to pick on. So they did. And it was pumping up scenarios, but the real companies. So it had further ramifications. In any case, I hope this helps you when considering a penny stock. Look, if you're into them, great. Again, that's just my opinion on the matter. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I've seen over 20 years, and I've seen it thousands of times. Consult a financial advisor or a tax consultant before doing anything. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video. Please consult your tax professional or your investment professional before taking any advice shown on this channel. This channel is for informational purposes only, and most of the information that lies within is based on my 20 years experience as a wealth manager. But please, again, consult your financial advisor, your CPA, before taking any advice given on this channel.